I wanted to point out some of the symptoms you might be feeling if you are experiencing negative energy from the karmic partner. So, for divine feminines, you'll notice lethargy and an overall tired feeling all the time. It follows you everywhere, and it affects your self care. When I talk about self care, I talk about simple things that a lot of us are missing. So, we experience the lack and zeal to focus in on ourselves and our overall beauty. I mean, women do embody that energy of using their aura in a colorful way to affect people. And so when our energy and self care is affected, divine feminines aren't able to utilize a lot of their divine powers. And that's usually what the karmic's goal is, because when we're lacking our self care, they're usually borrowing that energy that we're lacking in order to, at times, try to create confusion with the energy. And I know a lot of you know what I'm speaking of, so I don't owe any lengthy explanations. I just wanted to be more direct and to the point with this video. So when I talk about the karmic borrowing this energy, we need to be aware of it. And now that we're aware of the information, what we can do is pay attention to symptoms that we're experiencing. So if a lot of you might experience dryness in the mouth, brittle, dry skin, especially around the feet, areas that might be exposed like the fingers. You'll experience dry skin around the mouth, darkness around the eyes, and an overall look of your face being tired. And you will also feel this as well because you may often feel foggy and overlook a lot of the little things that you would in the past before diving a little bit deeper into the twin flame journey. So making sure that you shampoo and condition your hair, making sure that you're blow drying it, making sure that you're getting your nails done even if you're doing it on your own, using that time to take care of yourself, putting lotion in your body from head to toe, taking the time to paint your nails. A lot of the time when we lack this focus on ourselves, it's because the energy of wanting to know what your masculine is doing every single minute, it literally takes from us. And so that's how we can start to recognize when our energy is being taken or borrowed. It's because we're so drawn to this person, but it's in a way that makes us lose sight of ourselves. So I just wanted to put that message out there for some of you who are experiencing these kinds of symptoms. And how you can overcome it is always, first and foremost, we want to use our own force field. So really take deep breaths and use Mother Earth's energy and envision light that surrounds your entire body and it covering your whole body. And in fact, extend it past your body and extend it to your home. And what you can do is envision anyone's energy on the outside that's coming in is immediately blocked. And any energy that currently resides in your space that is trying to affect you negatively, you hold that energy in your hands and you lift it and you move it out of your space and you tell the energy to send it back to where it came from. Go outside and do things like connect with the earth elements to help move this energy out of your body as well, because divine feminines are always protected, which is why this information comes to light one way or another to help protect us and push us forward. It's why these videos end up finding us to reveal and confirm things that our intuition already knows. And I don't want anyone for a second to be afraid or intimidated by this kind of energy happening. It is what it is, and a lot of us are experiencing it, and we're sharing it because we know that there are some people out there who may resonate with it, and our goal is just to help shift the vibration on the planet by assisting others. So that's what many of us really do when we go on the twin flame journey. You know, a lot of us out there are being confused with information about this twin flame journey being some kind of statement or concept or label. Twin flames are like angels, light workers, star seeds. So please don't be confused with the commercial aspect of what a twin flame is. Someone on my channel, Real Laddie, I believe, had asked me to make a video about the twin flame being an energy and that they would love to know more on that. And I feel like that is being confirmed to me here now, where twin flames are really here to help shift a lot of the darkness on the planet. And many of you who do resonate with the twin flame journey and who do resonate with a lot of my work, you can feel that this is an experience that's happening to you that is simply tied around the concept of romantic and sexual love. That's what we're made of. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us procreate on the planet. And so twin flames do have a very big role to play when addressing these kinds of things that are affecting us, right? And especially us divine feminines, because we're really here to experience a lot of the darkness because we were built with so much light that it helps dissolve it. And it's funny because, you know, oftentimes karmic partners will send superficial negative energy our way and try to affect things like our hygiene and the way we kind of present ourselves superficially to the world. And you know, what they often end up seeing is that it doesn't actually stop the divine masculine from feeling what he feels, because the attraction that he feels for the divine feminine is on a soul level. And so it has very little to do with her appearance. And he's more mesmerized by her energy, her presence, the way she speaks, the way she carries herself. And these aren't really things that you can put spell work on, because these are God's gifts to us, right? No one can take our gifts. Gifts were given to us. And so all of this spell work and negative energy and darkness that we might have to battle, it seems very playful a lot of the times for us divine feminines. And it often makes us laugh because, you know, we do see and understand, and it's always demonstrated to us, that simply the vehicle or the bodies that we're in, you'll always hear throughout your life that you're in natural beauty. Many of us who do want to engage in makeup and, you know, a lot of things that add effect to the body, it comes from a place of art and not from a place of trying to cover up who we are. So many of us who are drawn to those things that the karmic sees on a very 3D level, divine feminines are drawn to it out of simply being an artist and being able to transform and show the beauty in something. So when the karmic does try to affect your energy in terms of making you feel less beautiful, you know, the joke will always be on them at the end. And I really wanted to bring light to this and really empower a lot of us divine feminines to see all of this under a microscope, and that we're so divinely protected. And as long as we can pay attention to what's happening to us and not be in a state of fear when dealing with it and just ask that it leave our vibration, then that's what ends up pushing us forward, and we don't stay stuck in a lot of the karmic loops or games and ghosting and back and forth, because the type of energy that they're using, it's not strong enough for this kind of energy or light. And so I had to bring attention to it because I wanted us to see how it affects us. If anything that you see or appear in your body that feels out of alignment with who you are and what it is you have going for yourself and how you see yourself, and if it deeply affects your confidence and your ability to feel free to move about in your goals and endeavors, then put up your energetic blocks and let that energy that you feel that's making you feel fogged and bogged down to be released from you, because it doesn't resonate with who you are. And a lot of you can feel it also, right? A lot of you can feel the energy where you're tired all the time. You can't get out of bed. Sometimes you might take a shower. You've got the towel in your hair, and then you'll just take the towel out and let your hair air dry. You don't bother to brush it. Like, you don't have the zeal to think about these things because you're foggy. You're very forgetful about stuff. You can get a lot of creative ideas and lose them as quickly as you're getting them before you even have the time to write them down. And so these are all symptoms that we can see, feel, and experience when we're divine feminine. So be aware of it, and when it comes up, don't be afraid of it. And if you have to go to the doctor and treat yourself, also be aware that stopping yourself from going to the doctor or seeking out that care for yourself can also be a form of an energetic attack of your self-care and your dignity and your health and your well-being, right? So take care of yourself, divine feminines. Pay attention to your body and go out in nature and let that heal you also. Soak in all of Mother Earth's gifts. If you do have pets, stay close to them. Go out and put your feet into the grass. Take really deep breaths of fresh air. And hold things in your hand like dirt. Wiggle dirt in your toes and really ground yourself and feel the core of the earth, which in one of my videos I said that I had liked to envision the core of the earth as Gaia's heartbeat. So envision her extending the energy in her heart to us in these moments, okay? And, what we can also begin to notice is our motivation. So sometimes your motivation will be affected when you get certain ideas about how to push your spiritual gifts forward. And how that'll manifest is you'll start comparing yourself to other people and other people's successes. You'll find yourself a lot more on social media, being glued to social media like you're a zombie, not being able to get out of it. You'll have ideas about wanting to delete your social media apps, but instead you won't be able to. That's how it'll feel. It'll feel like you'll have the idea to, and then you just won't, or you'll forget about it, and then an hour later there you are again back on Instagram or WhatsApp or whatever social media feed that you may be on that just distracts you from your path. So now that I'm bringing the information into your awareness, and if it's resonating, what you can do to block that out is you can delete those apps and then replace them with apps that are beneficial to your goals. For me, I was really disorganized is what I picked up as one of the energies affecting me from taking care of myself and pursuing my goals. And so each time I felt foggy or hazy, I would say, wherever this energy is coming from, leave me now. And I would picture, I don't know if any of you ever watched Sailor Moon, but a lot of the energy coming from their hands and their thoughts and their force fields, I literally picture myself doing those things. So minus the cute, sexy costumes, just picture yourself having this energy within you that forces and pushes out negative energy that affects you in any way. And if you have to think twice about it, then it's your higher self nudging you, right? If you think about something and you say, okay, no, it couldn't be. Those are often the times where just take the extra step and use the power of your voice, of your intention, of your energy to stop in that moment and say, wherever this low vibration or negative energy that is coming from that is making me feel distracted away from my purpose, leave me now, and force it out of your whole system in your field. I don't want this video to go on too long, so I just wanted to draw some cards to clarify those messages that we're getting. Just specifically for our divine feminines who are in this situation dealing with these kinds of symptoms. Just few more here. Okay. All right, so the first card that I do have here that popped out was the career transition. So for any of you who are experiencing that negative energy that's stopping you from moving forward on your career path, anything that's, again, making you feel like your hygiene is affected, you can't apply for job interviews, you don't have the zeal, you don't have the effort, there are things that you want to pursue, like modeling, photography, a lot of careers where you have to interact with people and be social, but what's stopping you is the lethargy and the low energy of being able to put in the self-care towards yourself to get you to make the transition. So say you can say a prayer to Archangel Shamuel. He says your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So use this information and protect yourselves. And you can pray to Archangel Michael also to help just give you that protection away from energy that's affecting you negatively in this way. Prosperity is on its way for many of our divine feminines, simply because there's a lot more information, such as what I'm sharing, that's coming into our consciousness. We can innately feel that we're supported by Mother Earth now, and that we have these abilities to combat the negativity that's been affecting us. Now we're aware of what's been going on. This is why we felt so stuck the last few, I want to say years. I really do. I want to say the last few years. We felt stuck abundantly. Some of us felt things going wrong, like we were losing our jobs, we were having our relationships with our bosses, or just like our workplaces deteriorate. A lot of stuff was popping up for us where we were not getting along with coworkers. The whole work environment was just falling out of alignment for us. Many of us were trying desperately to seek out ways to take a lot of the spiritual knowledge we were getting from this twin flame journey and focus on turning that into abundance. And I think just by connecting more to our spirituality and to ourself, we're being supported, and we're actually creating this for ourselves now. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So when they say be open to receiving, I feel like for some of you that means trusting your gut that you've got something in you that the world is waiting to see. And sometimes it's just about thinking bigger. And I know that our minds can, really mess with us sometimes when we're manifesting, but think as big as you want. My sister once told me, think of the universe as your sugar daddy who wants to give you anything you want. And I laughed, and I thought that was a really playful way of, just thinking about the universe wanting to support you. That brings up my goddess card here, which is Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. I mean, look at how beautiful she is. Trust that you're taken care of, divine feminines, because the beauty and the love that you have within you on this journey is what's going to give you that abundance. We hear so many negative things about the twin flame journey, and a lot of it often has to do with the 3D understanding of what's going on with our counterparts, such as the cheating, the ghosting, the manipulation, just the negativity behind the journey. But behind all of that negativity, that's what actually pushes us feminines to want more. This love that we feel, I guarantee you, if you are experiencing this for your divine masculine, then I'm also very, very certain that you embody this kind of love towards everyone that you come into contact with. And the universe is supporting you for that love. It's rewarding you now. So now it's time to be open to a lot of the opportunities and thoughts that are coming into your life, and learn how to balance negative energy and just literally take your force field and push it away. No one can affect you. Whatever we put into our thoughts and vibrations and mind and create ideas with, that's what's going to unfold on our path. But when someone is spewing hate and negativity your way, you can't be affected because you're protected. Create a sacred space for yourself. Nemetona says, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So for me, I love to be around plants. I love to be around my animals. I love to be in my backyard where I can feel the grass. I can smell the fresh air. I love to have the windows open in my house. Your home is your sacred space also. And that's also going to help you when combating negative energy. Make your bathroom really nice and cozy. Have your favorite soaps, your favorite shampoos, even if it's all natural products, start paying attention to these little things that can affect your energy and focus all of this dazed feeling, really remove it from your force field and trigger that same haze that you feel, get it out of your system and then focus it on yourself. Make your home your safe haven. Light candles. Get cozy bed sheets. Change around your furniture in your room. Get rid of clothes that don't make you feel good. Any clothes that are too big or too small, pack it up and give it away. Little things like this is going to affect how we feel and what kind of experiences that we're going to be having that's going to really push us forward. Because the twin flame journey it's really a mission that we take on of unconditional love. It's starting with having unconditional love for ourselves and then being able to really destroy anything that stands in our path using this vibration. That's what twin flames are meant to do. That's why a lot of us are so gentle. We associate ourselves with earth angels, light workers, star seeds. That's why we get pushed in this direction. We often get pushed in the direction of helping others, helping to heal others. We use the pain of this journey to help transform others. That's what earth angels do a lot of the times. Mary Magdalene says, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And so many of us twin flames go through that confusion, right? When we're on the journey, because we're tuning into videos that are from readers who are also sharing in their intuition and their guidance based off of their own life experiences, and not only this life experience, but many, many other life experiences that they've had. So if they trigger you in a way that doesn't resonate with the joy that you want to experience here on earth, then you simply just have to tune out. Don't allow it to cause fear and confusion. They're here to help someone else who is in the same vibration and alignment that they are on this planet. That's their job. And your job is to ensure that you bring into your life and thoughts and subconscious and conscious mind thoughts and ideas that will help push you forward with all of these ideas about prosperity and infinite supply. Because it belongs to you. I always say it's our birthright to be happy and be joyful. And that really includes taking a big grasp and a hold on our thoughts and not letting anything or anyone have control over that. Understand and recognize when negative energy is around you, approaching you, following you, and use your own thoughts and vibrations, and also your healing tools like your crystals, your bowls, your music, your sacred space to help amplify that energy. Okay? Sending you all blessings and love, and I very much hope this video finds you well. Take care.